Get ready, start. Paper itself has come to us from the Far East where it was first used, but the word paper has come down to us from the Near East, and different forms of the word are found in several languages. Paper is certainly one of the most common things in the modern world. Everyday masses of it are used. Everyday masses of it are burnt, and everyday masses more of it made and supplied to the waiting people of the world. People always want paper, and the manufacturer of it need not fear that the demand for his product will fall off. Without paper, our modern life would, at least for a time, come to a complete stop. It is indeed very much to be questioned whether our modern life could ever have come about had there been no paper or some other product of a like nature which was cheap, lasting, and serviceable. Without paper, we could not write letters to one another. Millions of letters are written every day, some very important and some of little importance, and they are written on paper. Before the use of paper, writing had first been done by cutting the characters out of stone, and later by using materials which cost so much that only such people as kings and army leaders could have them. The common people could not write, and it would have been useless had they been able to write, because there would have been nothing on which to write. And of course, we can see at once how impossible it would be to teach people to write if there was no cheap material on which to write. Today, we in this country all go to school as children, and there we learn to write and to read, and as soon as we can write and read simple words, we begin to learn other things until most of us end up by knowing something about quite a number of things. Some know more and some know rather less, but it is just about impossible to find everyone in this country today who has not had the opportunity to learn. And for this happy state of things, we generally thank the government. Little more than 100 years ago, it was by no means a natural thing for all children to go to school, but the governments that have followed one another throughout the years have made it more and more possible for young people to go to school until we have reached the state today when we believe that not only should all children go to school and so learn to read and to write, but we believe further that all children should be given the opportunity to receive higher education if they show themselves able to take advantage of such training. The governments have been very wise and helpful in passing all the acts which have brought us to this happy state, but the fact is that it was really the supply of cheap paper in great amounts that made it possible for us all to learn. Can we picture what school life would be like without our notebooks and our instruction books? There would stand a teacher, and facing him would sit 20 or so little children longing to read and write. Stop.